All right, good Thursday afternoon, everyone. Thanks for stopping by for a check of your forecast. Hope everyone's doing well today. It is a more seasonal day here in the Panhandle, thanks to a cold front that has blown through the area. You can see some shower and storm activity that's developed along that frontal boundary where there's more moisture present. Unfortunately for us, we did not have that chance to see any of the rainfall. Again, we just don't have any moisture in place, and the dry air continues to filter in behind the front. And that's what's led to those critical fire conditions through most of this afternoon. But you can see we've got a lot of northwest flow, and that's going to continue to pump in some of that drier air. Here's the sky cam over in Follette, Texas, up in the northeast panhandle. You can see that sun's getting low on the horizon. Temperatures are going to be cold tonight, but the big theme, not only for tomorrow, really for the next 7 to 8 or 9 days, is going to be the heat. We are talking record high temperatures on a day-to-day basis. The exception to that rule will probably be Sunday, but Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, for all of Christmas week, we are probably going to rival some record high temperatures, if not break them. So we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But currently, it is 52 degrees outside. Normal high is 51, so very close to what we would call a seasonal day here in Amarillo, and those winds are finally starting to calm down. We had some strong wind gusts last night before midnight, gusting up to around 45 to 50 miles an hour. Some of that kind of bled into today as well, especially the further northeast you got. We did have a small grass fire that popped up in Beaver County. Otherwise, things have been relatively quiet from the wildfire perspective. But the conditions are still kind of present for critical concerns. Just something to keep in mind. If you've got activities planned that deal with sparks or open flames, you may want to hold off on doing that until the wind calms down and maybe the humidity starts to return and recover overnight tonight, but still should only recover to the 40 to 50% range by tomorrow morning. The humidity is still very, very low, around 10%. So very dry out there. Make sure you have your chapstick with you. Here's our Barron computer model for the next couple of days. You've got that southwest flow that's going to return tomorrow morning. So while we do start off on the cold side, it's going to lead to a rapid warm up in temperatures. I mean, you can see us climbing well into the 70s tomorrow afternoon. Our current daily record high for tomorrow is 72 degrees. That one likely to be erased by tomorrow afternoon. And then Saturday, similar conditions. Now, we do have that next cold front that may bleed into the panhandles by the afternoon hours. So we may kind of have a tale of two temperatures or two seasons by 6, 7 p.m. there on Saturday. If you're southwest of the boundary by 3, 4 o'clock, probably record heat. If you are northeast of the cold front, probably going to be dealing with more seasonal temperatures. It will be a pretty quick drop in temps as that front blows through. Just that cold air does not hang around very long. It vacates the premises very, very quickly. So here's a look at some of those climate sites across the area and the forecast highs coupled with the record temperatures. You can see Amarillo there at the top. Forecast to hit 74 tomorrow afternoon. The current record is 72. Going to probably erase that one. Borger could certainly set a record. Dalhart as well. The only places that may not are in the eastern and northeast panhandles. Childers only expected to climb to 72. Your current record is 75 tomorrow. Goodwell, Oklahoma, 71. You're going to get really close. I think we may have to keep an eye on that one, but right now, not expecting you to get to your record high temperature. And then here's a list of some other ones for tomorrow as well. You can see Amarillo set to climb to about 75. If we do, that's going to tie the record high of 75 set back in. This is what we really want to kind of talk about and emphasize. This is a long-standing daily record high. It's been in place since 1894. 131 years. It has been around for a very long time. And believe it or not, that is the last record high temperature from a day-to-day basis on the calendar year that still stands from the 1800s for Amarillo. It's the last one, and we could erase it this weekend. There are some old record low temperatures that are still in place from the 1800s. I mean, we've only been keeping records since 1892, so you only have 8 years there pre-1900. But just kind of we'll show you here a graphic in a second instead of explaining it without it. But I mean, here's your highs for Saturday: 75 in Amarillo, 79 in Clarendon. I wouldn't be shocked if Paladero Canyon is going to be in the low 80s. It's going to feel very spring-like, almost like May. out there for the next couple of afternoons, and that's something that we'll probably see continue into Christmas week as well. So here's that graphic again. These are just the daily records for high temperatures, low temperatures, rain and snowfall for Amarillo, and we're just we have a tally of how many that are still in place that date back prior to 1900. You can see daily highs here, only one, and that's the one on Saturday, December 20th. Now, daily record lows, we still have 25 of them that are still in effect and that still stand from the 1800s, and daily rainfall as well. So we've certainly seen a lot of hotter weather through the last several decades, and that's continued to slowly erase some of those old records. I mean, the longer you observe observations, the higher your probability is going to be at getting rid of some of those older records just as you continue through time. But you would think again, if the atmosphere is not heating up, the lows and the highs would have generally a similar number. We've got a lot more daily record lows that still stand from the 1800s compared to daily record high temperatures. So it's definitely been much warmer as of late than it has colder as of late. So here's our temperature trend through the next 7 days. I mean, we run this all the way through Christmas Day. The exception to the rule is Sunday. Only 56 for the high temperature that day, which is still above average, normal high being 51. I mean, we're talking about, I mean, like generational kind of a heat dome for the week of Christmas. It's not in the upper 70s, low 80s very often this time of the year. It's not unprecedented, but it is very few and far between. Here's a look at the 7-day tracker. I mean, breezy conditions tomorrow and Saturday also going to lead to some fire weather concerns, at least elevated issues, kind of like we had today, probably even some borderline critical fire concerns. That is definitely something to think about, and we'll probably have some more of that next week as well. But you could see there in the description, record high 72 tomorrow, 75 Saturday. Both of those are going to be in jeopardy. Monday, we will probably break a record. The current forecast is 77. And then we are really flirting with those record highs on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then much easier record to achieve on Christmas Day of 73. Currently expected to be 5 degrees warmer than that. So we could blow that one out of the water as well. Hopefully you enjoy spring-like weather for Christmas, because that is what we've got on deck for the Panhandles. And if you're looking for a white Christmas, here the Sierra Nevadas over in California are expected to get pummeled with some precipitation, and that will probably be snow in the mountains out there in Northern California and Western Nevada. So if you want some snow for Christmas, I'd head that way. That's all we've got for you this afternoon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that like button, and we'll see you tonight